Have you ever wondered why some people seem to attract wealth effortlessly, while others struggle for years just to stay afloat? Perhaps you've worked hard, followed all the advice, even dared to dream of a more prosperous life. Yet true abundance still feels just out of reach. If so, you're not alone. Many of us have stood at the crossroads of hope and frustration when it comes to money, quietly asking the universe, what am I missing? How can I create the prosperity I desire? This audiobook, Wealth Creation, is your answer, and your invitation to step into the natural flow of abundance that has always been your birthright. It's about unlocking the wellspring of wealth that lies within you, not through get-rich-quick schemes or mere wishful thinking, but by transforming from the inside out, shifting your mindset, your energy, and your alignment with the spiritual laws that govern prosperity. By the end of this journey, you will understand that wealth is a natural state of being, and you'll have practical tools to manifest financial abundance as effortlessly as you breathe. Along the way, you'll discover time-tested principles for creating wealth, the law of assumption, which teaches us to assume and feel our wish fulfilled, the law of attraction, which magnetizes experiences to us based on our vibrational state, and techniques for reprogramming your subconscious mind to dissolve limiting beliefs about money. You'll engage in powerful experiential practices, guided visualizations that immerse you in the feeling of your richly abundant life, meditative breath work to center and elevate your energy, a sacred ritual to open yourself to receiving, and repeated affirmations to rewrite the inner script that has held you back. This is more than a book of ideas. It's an immersive, transformational experience designed to shift your relationship with wealth on a deep level. Consider that it may be no accident you're listening to these words right now. In truth, there are no coincidences. You've been guided to this moment because you are ready to release the struggles of the past and embrace a new reality of prosperity. Countless people have transformed their lives by applying these very principles. Everyday individuals who once felt stuck in scarcity have awakened the power within and witnessed money, opportunities, and success flow into their lives in seemingly miraculous ways. The stories you'll hear of Evelyn, Walter, Clara, and others are symbolic examples of such breakthroughs. As you listen, know that your breakthrough is possible too. In fact, by choosing to be here, you've already begun the process of change. At its heart, wealth creation is about more than just dollars or material riches. It's about freedom, security, and fulfillment. It's about the peace of mind that comes from knowing you are supported by the universe's abundance, and the joy of using that abundance to live your purpose and help those you love. True wealth touches every area of life. Money, yes, but also love, health, creativity, and spiritual connection. When you align with abundance in one area, you elevate them all. You'll come to see that becoming rich in finances can go hand in hand with becoming richer in spirit. Before we dive in, take a moment to get comfortable. If you're listening to this in a safe space, feel free to close your eyes or soften your gaze. Allow yourself to relax. This journey is conducted in a gentle, hypnotic tone meant to soothe you. You might even notice yourself drifting in and out of focus or getting drowsy, and that's perfectly okay. Your subconscious mind hears every word, even if your conscious mind drifts off. In fact, the more relaxed you are, the more deeply these positive truths will sink in. So give yourself permission to let go of any tension or worries of the day. Take a slow, deep breath in now and exhale with a sigh of relief. Feel your shoulders drop and your jaw soften. Take another deep breath, filling your belly and chest with air, then releasing. With each breath, you are signaling to your body and mind that it's time to enter a state of receptive calm. Any thoughts or concerns can just float by like clouds. You don't need to hold on to them right now. This is your time, a sacred time to rewire your mind for abundance. Now, in this relaxed and open state, imagine a door in front of you, an inner gate that leads to a garden of wealth and possibilities. You hold the key in your hand. When you're ready, picture yourself turning that key and stepping through the gateway. Our journey into abundance begins now. Wealth as your natural state. Look to nature, and you'll see that abundance is the norm, not the exception. Consider the countless stars scattered across the night sky, the way a single apple tree can produce hundreds of fruits in a season, or how your lungs draw in air without ever worrying that there won't be enough. The universe is brimming with plenty at every level. This is the natural flow of abundance. In truth, there is no real lack of wealth or resources, only our perception of lack when we are out of alignment with the flow. From a spiritual perspective, wealth is simply one expression of the boundless energy of creation. Just as sunlight pours freely over all it touches, the currents of prosperity are always available to be tapped into. Yet many of us were conditioned to believe in scarcity, the idea that there's not enough to go around, or that wanting money is greedy or unworthy. These beliefs are learned, not inherent to who you are. In reality, wealth is your birthright. You are meant to thrive. The same creative force that causes flowers to bloom and galaxies to spin also flows through you, eager to express as abundance in your life. When you begin to see the world as fundamentally abundant, you realize you deserve to partake in that abundance, just as naturally as you deserve to breathe. Take a moment to notice how you feel as you entertain the thought that wealth could be a natural part of you. Perhaps a part of you feels relief, a sense of course, this makes sense, while another part might stir with doubt, having heard the opposite for so long. Let any resistance be okay for now. Just observe it gently. For so long, many have equated wealth with constant struggle, or felt that financial success is reserved for a lucky few. But imagine if it were easy. What if money and opportunities could flow to you as effortlessly and predictably as the next sunrise? What if the universe wants you to be abundant? In truth, once you align your mind and spirit with the frequency of plenty, prosperity can flow with surprising ease. To understand this viscerally, experience the feeling of abundance through a simple visualization. In your mind's eye, picture yourself standing in a vast, verdant field on a warm spring morning. Wildflowers of every color blanket the ground around you, far more blossoms than you could ever count. Bees and butterflies flit from flower to flower, gathering nectar from an endless supply. Above, the sun shines gently, pouring its golden warmth over the landscape without reservation. You feel a soft breeze on your skin and notice the trees at the edge of the field, each tree laden with leaves and perhaps fruit, offering shelter and nourishment to birds and other creatures. As you stand there, basking in this scene, feel the truth of abundance. Life is generous, giving, and overflowing. There is enough, and more than enough. You belong in this abundance. It surrounds you and flows through you. as natural as the breath moving in and out of your lungs. Let this feeling sink in. Wealth is not a strange, distant prize to chase. It is part of the very fabric of existence. You are already connected to universal abundance by virtue of being alive. Any story of scarcity you've lived until now can begin to soften here. You're opening to a new story, one where wealth is welcomed as an old friend coming home. With this foundation of understanding that abundance is all around and within you, we can move deeper into activating it in your personal reality. The law of assumption, claiming inner wealth. Imagine a woman named Evelyn. Evelyn is kind and hard-working, but for years she struggled financially. Every month felt like a tightrope walk as she stretched her paycheck to cover rent, groceries, and mounting bills. She often fell asleep with worry knotted in her stomach, wondering how she would make it through another month. She envied those who seemed to attract money easily. She had heard about positive thinking and the idea that you can manifest what you desire, but nothing she tried had made a difference so far. In quiet moments, Evelyn felt a deep longing, not just for money, but for the freedom and peace of mind that true abundance would bring. One evening, after a particularly stressful day of juggling expenses, Evelyn reached a breaking point. Instead of spiraling into fear as usual, she decided to try a different approach. She remembered an article she read about the power of imagination in manifesting desires. Its message echoed in her mind: live as if your wish were already fulfilled. With nothing to lose, Evelyn settled into a chair, closed her eyes, and took a few deep breaths. In the silence of her small apartment, she allowed herself to imagine a different reality. She pictured walking through her home, but it was bright, spacious, and filled with beautiful things she loved. She saw herself checking her bank account and smiling at the comfortable balance she had. She imagined writing a check to pay all her bills with ease, and then still having plenty left over for savings and enjoyment. As she created these mental scenes, she did something crucial. She summoned the feeling of it all being real right now. Evelyn felt the relief and happiness of being financially secure. She felt the pride of achieving success and the excitement of possibilities opening up. Tears of gratitude even formed in her eyes as she pretended that her dreams were already true. That night, Evelyn fell asleep, cradled in those good feelings instead of her usual anxiety. In the days and weeks that followed, something remarkable happened. She noticed her mindset beginning to shift. Instead of saying, "I can't afford that," to herself, she started thinking, "I'm budgeting for that, and soon I'll have it." She walked a little taller, worrying less, and looking for opportunities more, and opportunities found her, seemingly out of the blue. She learned of a higher-paying position opening up at a company where a friend worked, and she felt an intuitive nudge and uncharacteristic confidence to apply. Around the same time, a distant relative unexpectedly repaid a loan from years ago, providing a welcome influx of cash. These coincidences began to snowball. Within a year, Evelyn's financial situation was night and day different. She had a job she loved that paid generously, zero debt, and even the cozy, beautiful home she used to picture in her daydreams. Evelyn would tell you that it all turned around when she changed one simple thing: her assumption about herself. She stopped identifying as poor and began to live in her mind as a wealthy, secure, and successful person, even before the money actually arrived. Reality, as if following her lead, rearranged itself to match her new self-image. Evelyn's story illustrates the first key principle of our journey, the law of assumption. This principle, notably taught by mystics like Neville Goddard, states that whatever you assume to be true, especially about yourself, will eventually manifest in your external life. In other words, your subconscious mind will work tirelessly to prove your assumptions right. If you secretly assume, "I'm always going to struggle," or "I just don't know how to be wealthy," those beliefs will shape your outcomes. But if, like Evelyn, you choose to assume, "I am wealthy, I am successful," and truly embrace the feeling of that being true, you initiate powerful changes beneath the surface. Evelyn effectively reprogrammed her self-image through imagination and feeling. By regularly immersing herself in the mental experience of already having abundance, she sent a clear instruction to her subconscious. This is who I am now. And her subconscious, which influences her thoughts, actions, and perceptions, began to align her life with that new identity. You can harness this same law in your life. Think of it as a secret handshake with the universe. You go first by believing and feeling that your desire is real, and the universe responds by delivering the concrete results. It requires a leap of faith and a playful willingness to pretend at first. But as Evelyn discovered, this game of assumption is incredibly potent. By consciously choosing your assumptions, you take back your creative power. Instead of unconsciously assuming failure or lack, you adopt assumptions of success and abundance. Over time, these solidify into beliefs, which then drive your actions and invite opportunities that match. How do you apply the law of assumption? The core technique is to imagine the feeling of your wish fulfilled as vividly as you can, and to do so consistently. Many find it helpful to practice this during relaxed moments, like right before sleep or just after waking, when the mind is especially receptive. You might envision a specific scene that implies your goal is accomplished. For example, receiving the keys to your new house, or celebrating a profitable business deal, or even something simple like hearing a loved one congratulate you on your financial success. Whatever scene you choose, bring it to life in your mind and, most importantly, generate the emotions you would feel in that moment. Would you feel proud, safe, excited, grateful? Let those feelings wash over you. Enjoy them. In the beginning, it might feel like make-believe, but that's all right. You are training your mind to accept a new reality. When your imagination and emotion are engaged like this, your brain doesn't know the difference between the imagined experience and a real one happening outside. It begins forming the neural pathways as if that wealthy, confident version of you is already there. This is the science behind the magic. You are literally wiring yourself for wealth. And as your mind changes, you start to think and act differently without forcing it. Maybe you become bolder in pursuing opportunities, more optimistic and open, just as Evelyn did. You start resonating at the level of wealth, and life responds accordingly. In a moment, we'll begin a guided visualization to help you practice the law of assumption firsthand. This will be a chance for you to experience your richly abundant life in vivid detail, as if it is happening now. Remember, the key is to relax and genuinely allow the feelings of success, security, and joy to bloom within you. As we move into that exercise, keep Evelyn's lesson in mind. Assume it, feel it, and then let it become real. By embracing the feeling of already being wealthy, you set in motion the unseen forces that make it so. Guided abundance visualization. Now it's your turn to apply the law of assumption with a deep visualization. If you haven't already, gently close your eyes, take a slow, calming breath, and exhale. Allow your body to relax completely. Let your imagination open up as you step into your ideal life of abundance. Remember, in this exercise, everything is exactly as you desire. You have achieved the wealth, freedom, and fulfillment you seek. All you need to do is experience it in your mind. Imagine that you are waking up on a beautiful morning feeling completely at ease. Picture the room around you as your dream bedroom. Perhaps the space is larger or brighter than where you are now, decorated to your taste, with high-quality comforts. The sunlight gently filters through the curtains. You stretch, feeling the smoothness of luxurious sheets and the energy of a great day ahead. There's no worry in your mind, no weight of stress, only peace and quiet excitement for what this day holds. You know you are financially secure and abundant. As you get out of bed, you might slide open glass doors to step onto a balcony or terrace. Visualize the view that greets you. Maybe it's a stunning vista of the ocean, rolling green hills, or a tranquil garden in bloom. You sip your favorite morning beverage, appreciating the flavors and the simple joy of this moment. Take a deep breath and feel the gratitude in your heart for this life. You realize that everything around you, the comfort, the beauty, the security, is a reflection of the prosperity you've welcomed in. Now, imagine moving through your morning routine. Perhaps you walk to your closet and choose from clothes that make you feel confident and abundant. Each item fits you perfectly and reflects your success. There is no rush. Time is your friend because you are in control of your schedule. You might sit and meditate for a few minutes, feeling profound peace, or write a few lines in a gratitude journal. In this reality, cultivating a positive mindset comes easily because you have so much to be thankful for. Picture yourself checking your financial accounts or mailbox and finding good news. Maybe you see a bank balance that delights you, or a notice of a smart investment paying off, or an unexpected check that has arrived as a bonus. If there were any bills, you pay them with a smile and a sense of plenty. Notice how relaxed and empowered you feel, knowing there is always more than enough money to cover everything you need and desire. Money flows to you easily and consistently from multiple sources. Next, envision engaging in work or activities that you love. If you have a career, see yourself doing something that feels meaningful and enjoyable. Perhaps you're leading a creative project, helping clients in a profound way, or running your own successful business. See the satisfaction on your face as you do what fulfills you, and see the respect and appreciation coming from those you work with. Maybe co-workers or employees thank you, or a client expresses how valuable your contribution is. You might even imagine glancing at the awards or recognition you've received for your excellent work. You feel proud, confident, and valued. And because you are financially free, you approach your work with joy, not pressure. There's a sense of play and purpose in all that you do. Since abundance is also about enjoyment, visualize one of your favorite ways to celebrate your prosperity. Perhaps you're meeting close friends or family for a leisurely lunch at a lovely restaurant. See yourself arriving, greeting your loved ones with warm hugs. Notice how happy and at ease everyone is, including you, because money is no concern. The conversation is filled with laughter. When the check comes, you effortlessly pick it up as a gesture of generosity, and it feels great to treat the people you care about. Alternatively, Maybe you imagine planning a trip to a destination you've always wanted to explore. You can see the tickets booked without hesitation, your bags packed for a luxurious vacation, first-class flights, beautiful hotels, unforgettable experiences all arranged. Feel the excitement of knowing you can explore the world and savor life's richness without financial worry. Now take this scene a step further. Imagine yourself later in the day engaging in an act of generosity that reflects your overflowing abundance. You might picture donating a substantial sum to a charity close to your heart, or gifting something special to a family member to make their dream come true. See the gratitude in their eyes and feel the warmth in your heart, knowing that your wealth is making a positive difference in others' lives. In this moment, you understand that money is a tool for good. It expands the love and joy in the world. This realization amplifies your own joy. You feel even more abundant because you can give freely. As this ideal day winds down, envision returning to your beautiful home in the evening. Perhaps you relax in a gorgeous living room, or soak in a bathtub with candles lit, reflecting on all the blessings in your life. Feel the deep contentment and security within you. There is a serene smile on your face, because you know that you are living the life you once dreamed of. You prepare for bed, grateful for the day's experiences, and even excited for tomorrow, because you trust that each day will bring even more abundance and fulfillment. Finally, see yourself climbing into bed at night in this imagined life. Your heart is swelling with gratitude. Before you drift asleep in the visualization, you whisper, "Thank you for this amazing life of prosperity." The feeling of gratitude and accomplishment is so real and so warm that it stays with you as you gently let the scene fade. Take a nice, slow breath in and exhale. Know that what you just experienced in your mind exists as a real possibility. You have not simply been daydreaming. You have been activating the law of assumption by living in the end result. The wonderful emotions you generated are the very bridge to that reality. If you felt even a glimmer of joy, relief, or excitement during this exercise, you have successfully contacted the state of being wealthy. That state now lives within you. When you're ready, you may open your eyes, if you had them closed, or simply refocus on my voice. Carry that feeling of abundance with you. You have just created a powerful blueprint in your subconscious mind. The more you revisit this feeling and this vision, the more real it becomes. In the coming sections, we'll build on this foundation. But for now, take a moment to appreciate what you just did. You stepped into your future self and claimed the wealth that is meant to be yours. Vibrational alignment, the law of attraction in action. Now let's meet Walter. Walter's life was in many ways a mirror of his mindset. For a long time he lived in a state of quiet pessimism about money. In his younger years, Walter had started a small landscaping business. He loved the work itself, but he constantly stressed over finances, clients who paid late, equipment that needed repairs, competition undercutting prices. Over time, his worry turned into a hardened belief that making money is an uphill battle. Every morning, he would wake up dreading what financial surprise might hit that day. He'd mutter things like, "If it's not one thing, it's another," almost expecting problems. He was often exhausted and irritable, which only made his employees and customers less enthusiastic, sometimes causing the very issues Walter feared, like an employee quitting unexpectedly or a client choosing a different company. It felt like a frustrating loop he couldn't escape. The more he struggled and fretted, the more problems seemed to arise, reinforcing his conviction that life was unfair and scarcity was inevitable. One Saturday, Walter visited his sister Clara. We'll hear more about her soon. Clara had always been a positive, spiritually minded person, and she noticed how defeated her brother seemed. That afternoon, as they sat on her porch sipping iced tea amid the flowers, Clara gently challenged Walter's negative outlook. She shared her perspective on the law of attraction, the idea that our thoughts and feelings act like a magnet, drawing in experiences that match. She told him, "I truly believe your constant fear of things going wrong is like a radio signal, broadcasting and attracting more struggles. What if you tried changing the signal?" Walter was skeptical. He asked if she was saying it was his fault that he had tough times. Clara shook her head. "Not blame, dear, but power. You have more power than you think. Your energy is affecting your luck, so to speak. Try an experiment. For the next week, focus on things that make you feel grateful and optimistic, even if it feels silly. Just humor me." Walter respected his sister, and though doubtful, agreed to try. That evening, instead of poring over his business worries as usual, he sat down and wrote a short list of things he was thankful for. His health, a couple of loyal clients he still had, the support of family like Clara, and the pleasant summer weather that was good for business. It felt awkward at first, but he managed to find a few sincere, positive thoughts. Each morning of the following week, he made himself read that gratitude list and add at least one new item. He also tried a little trick Clara suggested. Whenever he caught himself grumbling or anticipating disaster, he would pause and deliberately think of one good outcome that could happen instead. For example, when a big contract bid he'd submitted was delayed, instead of immediately assuming, "I probably lost the job," Walter told himself, "maybe they're taking time to consider it, which means I still have a chance. I did my best, and something good could come through." He didn't fully believe the hopeful thoughts yet, but he gave them a shot. As the days went on, Walter noticed a subtle but important shift in himself. He felt a bit lighter. By focusing even a little less on doom and a little more on possibilities, his mood improved. He cracked a joke at work again for the first time in months. He found himself humming a tune while mowing a client's lawn, rather than dwelling on how small the payment was. This improved energy didn't go unnoticed. That week, one of his long-time customers, Mrs. Lee, remarked, "Walter, you seem to be in good spirits today," and ended up referring him to a sister who owned a large estate in need of landscaping services. Meanwhile, completely out of the blue, the big contract Walter had been worried about came through. He got the job. It was one of the largest deals of his career. On Friday, he found himself driving home in his pickup truck, list of new jobs in hand, and a disbelief smile on his face. What was happening? Things were turning around so quickly. That evening he called Clara. "All right," he laughed. "Maybe you were onto something. I can't be sure it's all because I changed my attitude, but it sure coincided." Clara just said, "Keep it up and see what happens next." Encouraged, Walter continued his new practice of deliberately raising his outlook. He wasn't perfect at it. Sometimes he still fell into worry, but whenever he did, he'd recall those immediate rewards from choosing a better feeling, and it became easier to refocus on a constructive thought. Over the next months, Walter's business not only recovered, it thrived. He attracted 2 more big clients, and even when the off-season came, somehow the financial buffer he'd built and the steady referrals kept him comfortable. Walter's transformation wasn't as instantaneous as a lightning bolt. It was gradual, like the sun steadily climbing higher in the sky. But it was undeniable that when he changed his vibration, that is, his emotional energy, from constant fear to cautious optimism and sometimes downright cheerfulness, life began to mirror that higher vibration with better outcomes. The change Walter experienced demonstrates the power of vibrational alignment, which is the essence of the law of attraction. In simple terms, like attracts like. The thoughts and feelings you consistently hold are like an energetic broadcast, and the universe responds to the quality of that broadcast. When Walter was emitting anxiety, pessimism, and a sense of not enough, he kept encountering situations that matched those feelings, more scarcity and headaches. It was as if his internal state tuned him into a station of lack. Once he started emitting gratitude, hope, and a sense of possibility, he tuned into a new station, one that played growing prosperity and solutions. It may sound almost magical, but even psychology acknowledges that our mindset filters our reality through what we notice and expect, and thus often becomes a self-fulfilling prophecy. So what does it mean to raise your vibration? Think of your emotional state at any given moment as a sort of vibrational frequency. Emotions like despair, fear, or anger are low, heavy vibrations. They tend to drag us down and close us off. Emotions like love, joy, optimism, and appreciation are high, light vibrations. They lift us up and open us to possibilities. Neither set is good or bad in a moral sense. All emotions are part of being human, but the higher vibrations feel better and, crucially, they attract more uplifting circumstances. Nikola Tesla famously observed, "If you want to find the secrets of the universe, think in terms of energy, frequency, and vibration." In the context of wealth creation, this means that cultivating a high-frequency mindset, one of confidence, generosity, and gratitude, tends to draw in opportunities, people, and ideas that resonate with prosperity. Conversely, dwelling in a low-frequency mindset of victimhood or envy can repel those very things. One way to understand this is to imagine yourself as a radio transmitter and receiver. If you want to receive the music of abundance, you have to tune your dial to that station. You can't be tuned to, "I'm so miserable and broke," and expect to hear the sweet sounds of wealth and opportunity coming through clearly. Walter had been tuned to a station of worry, and his life played a lot of blues. When he retuned to appreciation and hope, suddenly his life song started to brighten. In practical terms, aligning your vibration with wealth means embodying the feelings of abundance now, before the physical evidence has arrived. This is very much tied to the law of assumption you practiced earlier, but even if detailed visualization isn't your thing, you can work directly with emotions. Start by cultivating gratitude for what you already have, as Walter did. Gratitude is one of the most powerful high-vibration emotions, and it immediately shifts your focus toward abundance. Also, practice feeling the emotions you associate with being wealthy, perhaps freedom, security, generosity, creativity. Find ways to generate those feelings in your daily life. You might create a morning ritual of recalling positive moments or successes to put yourself in an optimistic state. You might play music that makes you feel like celebrating, or surround yourself with an environment that uplifts your mood. Even a vase of fresh flowers or a clean, organized desk can raise your energy. Some people find that doing something kind for another person instantly elevates their mood. Notice how giving and receiving are both high vibe states. The specific methods can vary, but the goal is to consciously choose thoughts and activities that make you feel good on a regular basis, as that good feeling is literally a magnet for more good. As you align with higher vibrations, you'll likely find that not only do opportunities start to come more easily, but your own relationship to wealth changes internally. Money becomes less of a source of stress and more a source of gratitude and fun. You might even see how, as your fear diminishes, you naturally become more generous, with your time, with sharing knowledge as well as financially, which in turn creates a positive feedback loop. Generosity is a clear signal that you trust the flow of abundance, and the universe responds to that trust by delivering more to you. This is why so many wealth mentors emphasize gratitude and giving. These practices aren't just moral niceties. They actively elevate your vibration into alignment with having. When you truly feel grateful, you are in the energy of I have blessings, which invites more. When you give freely, you affirm I have plenty enough to share, which again invites more plenty. To summarize, the law of attraction is constantly at work, whether you pay attention to it or not. You attract what you are, not just what you want. By choosing to raise your emotional state through thoughts, feelings, and actions that uplift you, you essentially become a magnet for circumstances that match that uplifted state. Walter's shift from struggling to succeeding began when he made a conscious decision to change his inner tune. You can do the same. Each moment is an opportunity to fine-tune your frequency. And even if you catch yourself in a negative spiral, which happens to everyone, know that you can pause, take a few deep breaths, and gently guide yourself back upward. The more consistently you live in a state of appreciation, positivity, and belief in abundance, the more quickly and steadily wealth will flow into your life. Releasing resistance and reprogramming beliefs. Even as you practice visualizing abundance and raising your vibration, you might notice a voice in your mind that whispers objections or doubts. This is completely normal. We all carry within us a set of ingrained beliefs about money and wealth, many of which were formed long ago, often in childhood, and those beliefs can either support our prosperity or secretly sabotage it. In the realm of manifestation, these internal blocks are often called resistance. They are like the brakes to the engine of your intentions. If part of you deeply believes money is bad, or I'll never have enough, or I don't deserve success, that part will resist fully accepting wealth, no matter how much you visualize or affirm. To truly open the floodgates of abundance, it's essential to identify and release these limiting beliefs and replace them with empowering ones. Take a moment to reflect on what messages about money you absorbed growing up. Did you frequently hear phrases like, "We can't afford that," "money doesn't grow on trees," or "rich people are greedy"? Such statements might have seemed innocuous or factual when you were a child, but they can sink deep into the subconscious. Decades later, you might find yourself unconsciously living out those scripts. For example, if you internalize the idea that having a lot of money makes you a bad or selfish person, you might unknowingly push wealth away to avoid guilt or social judgment. Or if you were made to feel that you never do anything quite well enough, you might carry a general belief of unworthiness that extends to feeling unworthy of financial success. As psychologist Carl Jung famously said, "Until you make the unconscious conscious, it will direct your life, and you will call it fate." Bringing these hidden beliefs to light gives you the power to change what previously felt like fate. How do you know what your limiting beliefs are? One clue is to observe your immediate emotional reactions to the idea of having abundant wealth. When you imagine yourself very rich, do you feel uncomfortable, anxious, or guilty? Do thoughts pop up like, "People would envy me," or "I'd probably mess it up," or "This isn't me"? Those feelings and thoughts are gold. They reveal the subconscious programming that might be holding you back. You can also finish sentences like, "Money is kind," or "Rich people are you," or "I am waini" in relation to money, and see what naturally comes out from inside you. Don't judge what comes up, just notice it. You might be surprised. Common limiting beliefs include things like, "Money is the root of all evil," "Wanting more money makes me greedy or shallow," "If I become rich, I'll lose my friends or family won't accept me," "I'm just not the type of person who can be wealthy," "Every time I get money, something bad happens," "I don't deserve a lot of money, others need it more." If any of these sound familiar, recognize that they are learned beliefs, not absolute truths, and anything learned can be unlearned or rewritten. The first step is acknowledging that these beliefs exist within you without feeling ashamed or frustrated. After all, you likely pick them up innocently from your environment or past experiences. The next step is to question and dissolve them, and consciously choose new beliefs that serve the abundant life you are creating. One effective way to start releasing a negative money belief is through a simple ritual of acknowledgement and release. For instance, you could write down a limiting belief on a sheet of paper, like, "I don't deserve to be wealthy." Look at this statement and really consider, where did this belief come from? Does it have to be true? How has it been holding you back? Then, in a safe setting, you might tear up that piece of paper or even burn it safely, symbolically freeing yourself from that old idea. As you do, you can say out loud, or in your mind, "I now release this belief. It does not serve me. I choose to believe something new." Afterward, write down a positive replacement belief and keep it where you can see it. In this example, you might write, "I absolutely deserve to be wealthy, because wealth can bring goodness to my life and others' lives." Reprogramming your subconscious is fundamentally about repetition and emotion. Just as the old beliefs got ingrained through repeated exposure and emotional experiences, your new beliefs will take root the same way, through consistent reinforcement, ideally paired with genuine feeling. Affirmations are a classic tool for this purpose. Short, powerful statements that encapsulate the new truths you want your subconscious to adopt. For example, to counteract a belief in unworthiness, you might affirm, "I am worthy of abundance in all forms." To counteract a scarcity mindset, you could affirm, "There is always more than enough money for me." At first, your old programming might resist these statements. They can feel hollow or false, but keep at it. Speak them, write them, sing them if you want, and most importantly, feel them as if they were true. Over time, and especially if you're also practicing visualization and vibrational alignment as we've done, these affirmations begin to sink in. The old tapes of lack and fear start to play more quietly, while the new, empowering messages get louder. It's also helpful to support your mind's reprogramming with real-world evidence. Celebrate small wins to prove to yourself that positive change is happening. Did you save an extra $50 this week? Acknowledge it proudly. C. I am capable of managing and growing my money. Did an unexpected discount or gift come your way? Thank the universe for it and tell yourself, good things are flowing to me, large and small. By catching and highlighting these proofs, you show your skeptical mind that being abundant is not just a fantasy, it's actually becoming reality bit by bit. Be patient and gentle with yourself in this process. Some deep-seated beliefs might take repeated exposure to new ideas before they yield. Sometimes you might uncover a belief that surprises you, or realize you've been holding on to an old resentment or fear tied to money. For example, anger at a parent for a childhood financial hardship, or fear of replicating a relative's mistakes. It's okay. This is progress, because you're bringing the shadows into the light where they can heal. In those moments, practices like forgiveness toward yourself and others can be powerful. You don't need to carry those burdens anymore. They belong to the past. As you clear these inner obstacles, you'll likely experience a new sense of lightness and openness. Many people report that after doing belief work, they feel an almost physical unburdening, as if a knot in their chest or a weight on their shoulders has released. This makes perfect sense. You are literally freeing up stuck energy and making room for new positive energy to flow in. With your subconscious now more congruent with your conscious desires, you won't be unconsciously fighting against yourself when opportunities for wealth knock on your door. Instead of thinking, this is too good to be true, or I probably can't handle this, you'll think, of course this is happening, I'm ready and I deserve it. That's a powerful place to be. In fact, removing resistance can sometimes lead to rapid external changes. Don't be surprised if, as you let go of a long-held limiting belief, you soon find evidence of a breakthrough in your outer world, perhaps a sudden financial gain, a new job offer, or a serendipitous meeting with someone who helps you. It's as if the universe was waiting for you to say yes to what it wanted to give all along. By cleaning up your inner beliefs, you finally say yes. Keep in mind, reprogramming is an ongoing journey. Just as you shower or tidy your home regularly, it's good to clean your mind regularly too. Periodically check in with yourself. Do new doubts need addressing? Do old beliefs try to sneak back in under stress? Use the tools you have, visualization, affirmations, journaling, meditation, to keep your mental environment supportive of your goals. Over time, your dominant beliefs will naturally become positive and abundant, and they will reliably steer you toward wealth. At this stage of our journey, you have laid a strong internal foundation. You're learning to assume the best, to vibrate at a higher frequency, and to believe in your worthiness and the abundance of life. With these elements in place, the flow of prosperity is already increasing. The next step is to fully open yourself to receive the wealth that you've been aligning with, to let it pour into your life without hesitation or doubt. In the following section, we will engage in a sacred ritual to do just that, to consciously receive and acknowledge the abundance that is ready to come to you. The alchemy of inspired action. You've laid the powerful foundation within your inner world, visualizing your abundant reality, raising your vibration, releasing resistance, and opening yourself to receive. Now, the final puzzle piece that turns your dreams into tangible, earthly manifestations is inspired action. Inspired action is different from ordinary action. Ordinary action might feel forced or stressful, driven by obligation, desperation, or fear. Inspired action, by contrast, is intuitive, joyful, and aligned with your highest good. It's the natural next step flowing effortlessly from your positive mindset and emotional alignment. Meet Marcus, a talented musician who struggled financially for years. Marcus practiced visualization, meditations, and affirmations regularly, yet he felt stuck, waiting for the universe to magically deliver wealth without actively participating. He misunderstood the role action plays in manifestation, thinking it would feel heavy or overwhelming. But inspired action is not about efforting, it's about alignment and joyfully participating with life's unfolding. One evening, after a profound meditation, visualizing himself performing at grand venues, Marcus felt an intuitive nudge, something gently calling him toward his passion in a new way. Rather than dismissing it, Marcus trusted this subtle inner prompting. He felt drawn to share a performance clip on social media, something he'd previously avoided out of fear of judgment. It felt surprisingly easy, almost playful. Within days, Marcus's video reached thousands, connecting him with influential individuals who resonated deeply with his work. Soon, offers poured in, new gigs, collaborations, sponsorships. Marcus recognized the shift immediately. By acting on intuition rather than obligation, he'd effortlessly unlocked pathways for wealth to flow into his life. Inspired action had become the bridge between his internal abundance and external prosperity. You too hold the power to harness inspired action. Consider inspired action as the universe gently whispering, "Here's your next step." It comes through intuitive feelings, spontaneous ideas, or synchronicities that seem to line up perfectly with your intentions. It never feels forced. Instead, it feels exciting, energizing, and naturally aligned with your highest desires. How do you recognize inspired action? It often arises after you've been in a state of gratitude, visualization, or meditation. Perhaps you suddenly think of reaching out to someone, enrolling in a course, or starting a creative project. Or maybe you have an inexplicable urge to attend an event or join a group, even if logically you don't know exactly why. These intuitive nudges are signals from your higher self and the universe, guiding you toward your goals. Let's dive deeper with a practical exercise. Find a quiet, comfortable place, close your eyes and take a deep breath. Feel your mind as body relax, entering a gentle state of receptivity. Imagine yourself standing at the crossroads of possibilities. Each path represents potential actions toward wealth and abundance. Ask yourself gently, what inspired action can I take today that aligns perfectly with my abundant life? Listen carefully. Perhaps you receive an image, a phrase, a feeling, or a sudden clear idea. Trust this intuitive insight, even if it seems small or unrelated. Inspired action often appears subtle, but holds immense transformative power. For example, your inspired action might simply be making a call you've been procrastinating on, writing down ideas for a business, or even tidying your workspace to invite clarity and fresh energy. Sometimes inspired action is remarkably simple, yet it sets off a chain reaction of alignment and opportunities. As you identify your inspired action, visualize yourself taking it joyfully and confidently. Feel the sense of fulfillment, excitement, and ease as you engage. Notice the positive ripple effect created by following your intuition. When you're ready, slowly open your eyes, carry this clarity forward, and commit to taking that one inspired step today. Remember, wealth creation is a co-creative process. You plant seeds through visualization, affirmations, and emotional alignment. Inspired action is how you nurture these seeds into blossoming realities. Commit now, gently yet firmly, to honor these intuitive impulses. Keep a journal nearby to jot down insights or nudges that come throughout your days. Notice synchronicities, people who appear unexpectedly, resources arriving at the perfect moment, or opportunities that effortlessly align with your desires. Each inspired action reinforces your trust in the universe and strengthens your alignment with abundance. Inspired action also generates momentum. As you take aligned steps, new inspired actions naturally emerge, creating a virtuous cycle of clarity, confidence, and prosperity. You'll find that you no longer struggle against circumstances. Instead, you flow effortlessly, guided by intuition and supported by universal abundance. Imagine a woman named Sarah. Sarah dreamed of starting her own wellness center. Initially, she felt overwhelmed, believing she needed vast sums of money up front. Through visualization and affirmation practices, Sarah began to experience intuitive guidance. One day, she felt inspired to attend a local networking event, even though it seemed unrelated to her goal. Trusting her intuition, she attended. At the event, Sarah met a wellness investor who resonated deeply with her vision and offered support she never imagined possible. Her wellness center became a reality, thriving financially and spiritually fulfilling. Sarah's inspired action, simply attending an event, opened doors beyond her wildest expectations. This illustrates how inspired action rarely looks linear, but always aligns perfectly with your greater purpose. Each step you take under intuitive guidance moves you closer to abundance. As we conclude this segment, affirm silently or aloud, "I trust my intuition and honor inspired action." Each intuitive nudge brings me closer to prosperity. Inspired action flows effortlessly from my alignment with abundance. Take another calming breath, knowing deeply that inspired action is your ally, effortlessly guiding you toward the wealth you seek. Trust the process, stay receptive, and act joyfully when intuition whispers. Remember, you've laid a powerful foundation. Your mindset is tuned to abundance, your heart is open, and your beliefs align perfectly with prosperity. Inspired action is the universe's way of partnering with you in manifesting your dreams into reality. Embrace it with enthusiasm, trust, and joy. Wealth creation is now unfolding naturally, effortlessly, and inevitably in your life. The sacred ritual of receiving. Throughout this journey, we've focused on thinking, feeling, and believing as someone who is wealthy. The final element is perhaps the simplest, but often the most profound, allowing yourself to receive. Some people do all the right manifesting techniques, but when blessings start to arrive, they hesitate or feel unworthy, inadvertently blocking the full flow of what they asked for. This is where a conscious act of receiving, a sacred ritual, can make all the difference. To illustrate this, let's turn back to Clara. Clara's story. Clara, as you've seen, had a loving heart and a positive mindset. She had been practicing visualization and maintaining a high vibration for quite some time, and she did experience improvements in her life. Yet, she sensed there was something holding her back from the truly dramatic breakthroughs. She would get opportunities, but then sometimes she'd shy away from them or downplay her abilities. Deep down, Clara realized she had trouble receiving. She was excellent at giving, always generous with her time, support, and even money. But when someone tried to give her a gift or help, she'd protest. "Oh, you shouldn't have," or "I can manage on my own." She remembered how, even as a child, she felt uncomfortable receiving lavish gifts, as if she wasn't sure she deserved them. Now, as an adult seeking greater abundance, Clara saw this pattern and understood it could be a form of resistance. How could the universe pour riches into her life if she fundamentally felt uneasy about accepting big blessings? Determined to break this barrier, Clara decided to create a personal ritual, a kind of ceremony, to affirm to herself and the universe that she was ready to receive all the good coming her way. On the night of a full moon, a time she felt symbolically powerful for new intentions, Clara prepared a small altar in her living room. She draped a beautiful cloth and placed a few meaningful items on it: a candle representing divine light, a bowl of water representing flow, and a green aventurine crystal someone had given her as a stone of prosperity. You don't need any of these specific items for a ritual, but Clara enjoyed the sense of sacredness they evoked. She lit the candle and sat quietly in front of it, closing her eyes and centering herself with slow breaths. Then she spoke aloud her intention. "I am open to receive. I welcome the abundance of the universe into my life, in whatever form it arrives. I know I am worthy of the gifts and opportunities that come my way." She spoke slowly, letting each word reverberate in the room and in her heart. After speaking, Clara paused to truly feel what it meant to receive. She imagined the warm glow of the candle was the presence of the universe listening to her. With her eyes still closed, she turned her palms face up on her lap, a physical gesture of openness. She visualized beams of gentle golden light shining down onto her from above, like a divine spotlight of grace. As the light touched her, she envisioned herself filling up with blessings, love, financial support, creative ideas, everything she had been asking for. In her mind's eye, she even saw literal coins and notes of money flowing into her open hands, and instead of flinching, she laughed with joy and gratitude. In that safe, sacred moment, Clara allowed herself to accept it all. Tears of relief formed as she silently told herself, "It's okay to receive. It's safe to have more than enough. This is a gift, and I accept it with gratitude." She stayed in that state of openness for a while, bathing in the golden light and letting it wash away any remnants of guilt or worry. Finally, she whispered words of thanks to the universe, blew out her candle to signify the light now lived within her, and ended the ritual feeling a profound peace. In the days that followed, Clara noticed something different in herself. When a friend offered an unexpected business referral, instead of saying, "Oh, you don't have to do that," she smiled and said, "Thank you. I appreciate it." When she received an especially large payment for a consulting project, she placed her hands over her heart and said, "Yes, thank you," rather than immediately thinking of reasons why she shouldn't keep it. It was as if a long closed door had swung open, and now abundance could flow in without obstruction. That month turned out to be her most prosperous month ever, but more importantly to Clara, she felt in harmony with the flow of giving and receiving, like she was finally completing the circuit of abundance. Your turn the receiving ritual, you too can perform a simple, heartfelt ritual to declare your openness to receive. You don't need any special tools. What matters most is your sincere intention. If you like, you can incorporate symbolic actions as Clara did, or you can do it purely in your imagination. Let's walk through a version of this ritual together now. Prepare your space, optional. If it's feasible, find a quiet moment and a peaceful spot. You might choose to dim the lights or light a candle to mark this as a sacred time. If you have a candle, you can pause and light it now and perhaps place it safely where you can see its flame softly flickering. These actions aren't strictly necessary, but they can help signal to your mind that something special is taking place. Set your intention. Either aloud or in your mind, declare your intent to receive. You can use words like Clara's or your own phrasing. For example, gently say to yourself, "I am open and willing to receive all the wealth and blessings life has to offer me. I deserve and accept these gifts with gratitude." As you speak or think these words, really mean them. Let them echo inside you. Assume a posture of openness. If you are sitting or lying down, turn your palms upward. You might even spread your arms open wide for a moment, or lift your chin slightly, exposing your heart. Any posture that symbolizes, "I am open." Notice how the simple act of opening your body can make you feel emotionally more receptive too. You can also soften your heart center by imagining an invisible door there, gently swinging open. Visualize receiving. In your mind's eye, envision the universe's abundance pouring into you now. You might imagine, as Clara did, a cascade of golden light flowing from the heavens directly into the crown of your head and down through your body, warming and illuminating every cell. Or you might see yourself standing under a shimmering waterfall of blessings, where each drop is a coin, a gift, an opportunity landing softly into your open hands. You could even imagine a loving figure, perhaps an angel, a guide, or any divine image that resonates with you, handing you a heavy basket filled with treasures and saying, "This is yours." Choose any imagery that delights you and makes you feel the reality of receiving. Bask in that visualization for a few breaths. Feel the positive emotions of this moment, perhaps relief, gratitude, excitement, or simply peace. Allow yourself a smile if it comes. This is you, accepting what you've asked for. There's nothing to fear here. It's all benevolent and good. Breathe and release resistance. As you inhale slowly, imagine that you're breathing in acceptance and abundance. As you exhale, imagine you're breathing out any remaining resistance. You might silently say to yourself on the inhale, "I receive," and on the exhale, "I let go of doubt." With each breath, you become more and more a vessel that is being gently filled with prosperity. If any niggling thoughts of unworthiness or doubt arise, don't fight them. Just let them flow out with your exhale. Return your focus to the next inhale of welcoming abundance. Express gratitude. To seal the ritual, spend a moment in heartfelt gratitude. You might place your hands over your heart or in prayer position and say, "Thank you, thank you, thank you for all the blessings on their way to me." Feel the gratitude sincerely, knowing that in the spiritual realm those blessings are already yours. If you had a candle lit, you can blow it out now, symbolizing that your intention has been released to the universe, or leave it burning a while longer as a reminder of the light you've invited. Sit for a moment and notice how you feel after this ritual. Do you sense a shift, perhaps a lightness or tingling, or simply a calmer heart? Trust that even if you don't feel something dramatic, something real has been set in motion. You have made a clear declaration. I am ready to receive. You might even speak that phrase one more time now. I am ready to receive, and I gratefully accept the abundance that is mine. By performing this ritual, and you can repeat it any time you like, you have aligned all parts of yourself with the reality of receiving wealth. You've signaled that you're not going to block the gifts of the universe out of fear or unworthiness. You've effectively said yes to the prosperity knocking at your door. Often, this simple yes is the final key that unlocks an outpouring of tangible results. Final reflection, embracing your abundant reality. Take a gentle breath and appreciate how far you've come on this journey. You have ignited a powerful transformation within yourself. You have learned to shift your mindset, elevate your emotions, clear old patterns, and open to receive. Already, the energy around you is different, more conducive to wealth, more aligned with your deepest desires. In the final part of this audiobook, we will reinforce all these shifts with a series of positive affirmations and reminders. These will help cement your new wealth-conscious identity and keep your vibration tuned to abundance. Feel free to listen to them in a loop. Let them play in the background as you rest or sleep, allowing the messages to sink deeper into your subconscious. As you listen, continue to relax and just let the words wash over you. There's nothing more you need to do at this moment. Simply receive these affirmations, just as you have practiced receiving the gifts of the universe. This final flow of words is like a gentle rain, nurturing the fertile ground you've prepared in your mind and spirit. When you're ready, move into this final reflection and let the affirmations guide you into a lasting state of knowing. You are wealthy now in mind, heart, and spirit, and the physical wealth you desire is flowing to you, inevitable and abundant. I am worthy of abundance. I deserve to be wealthy. I am a wealthy person. Prosperity is my birthright. Wealth is my natural state. I am successful in all that I do. I am a powerful creator of wealth. I deeply deserve all good things. I confidently attract money into my life. I am meant to live in abundance. Money flows to me easily and freely. Wealth comes to me from expected and unexpected sources. I attract money like a magnet. Opportunities for wealth are all around me. I manifest money quickly and effortlessly. Abundance flows into my life every day. Financial opportunities come to me naturally. Making money is easy and joyful for me. My income is constantly increasing. I effortlessly attract prosperity. I'm grateful for the abundance I already have. I appreciate every dollar that comes into my life. I am thankful as more and more wealth flows in. I always have more than enough. I am financially secure. I have all that I need and more. My needs are always met. The universe always provides for me. I am safe and supported. My life is full of blessings and I cherish them. I am open to receiving wealth in all forms. I welcome unexpected blessings. I receive money with gratitude and without guilt. I embrace success and the rewards it brings. I say yes to prosperity in my life. I allow good things to come to me. It is okay for me to have great abundance. I accept the gifts and opportunities that come my way. I trust the process of receiving. I feel deserving of every gift that comes to me. I believe in my ability to attract wealth. I have a millionaire mindset. I think positively about money. I release all doubts about my financial success. I trust that wealth is coming to me now. I choose abundance over fear. My mind is tuned to abundance. I see opportunities where others see obstacles. I have a healthy relationship with money. I expect and receive the best. My energy is aligned with abundance. I vibrate at the frequency of wealth. I radiate success and prosperity. I attract what I am, and I am abundant. My positive energy attracts positive results. I am in harmony with the energy of money. My high vibration brings high rewards. I feel rich, happy, and grateful now. I exude confidence and success. The universe responds to my positive vibration with more prosperity. Every day I am growing wealthier. I make smart, confident financial decisions. I use money wisely and it multiplies. I seize opportunities that lead to wealth. I take inspired action toward my financial goals. Wealth-building ideas come to me easily. I am persistent and proactive in creating wealth. I turn my talents into income. My work is richly rewarded. I constantly learn and increase my earning power. My wealth serves the highest good. The more I have, the more I can give. My wealth blesses me and others. I use my money to live a meaningful life. I am generous and the universe rewards my generosity. As I help others, I also prosper. Money in my hands is a force for good. I'm a conduit for blessings to flow to me and through me. I live my purpose and it brings me prosperity. Prosperity and spirituality coexist in my life harmoniously. I am confident in my financial future. I trust that great wealth is coming to me. I have unshakable faith in my prosperity. I can handle great success with grace. I am ready for the next level of abundance. I confidently step into a wealthy life. I trust myself to create and sustain wealth. My success is certain and inevitable. I am at peace with becoming extremely wealthy. I expect miracles and I receive them. Every aspect of my life is abundant. Wealth consistently flows into my life. Abundance is within me. Abundance is around me. I love money and money loves me. I handle wealth with wisdom and grace. My bank accounts overflow with money. I can afford anything I truly want. Each day brings new financial blessings. There's always more than enough for everyone. I am a success story unfolding. Great fortune is my destiny. I welcome unexpected income with open arms. I claim my right to be rich in all ways. I see evidence of abundance everywhere. Money is energy, and my energy is strong and positive. Everything I touch prospers. I celebrate the abundance in my life now. I love living in the comfort and freedom of wealth. Money flows to me like air. It is effortless and all around. The universe supports my financial freedom. Repeating these affirmations, allowing them to sink even deeper. I am worthy of abundance. I deserve to be wealthy. I am a wealthy person. Prosperity is my birthright. Wealth is my natural state. I am successful in all that I do. I am a powerful creator of wealth. I deeply deserve all good things. I confidently attract money into my life. I am meant to live in abundance. Money flows to me easily and freely. Wealth comes to me from expected and unexpected sources. I attract money like a magnet. Opportunities for wealth are all around me. I manifest money quickly and effortlessly. Abundance flows into my life every day. Financial opportunities come to me naturally. Making money is easy and joyful for me. My income is constantly increasing. I effortlessly attract prosperity. I am grateful for the abundance I already have. I appreciate every dollar that comes into my life. I am thankful as more and more wealth flows in. I always have more than enough. I am financially secure. I have all that I need and more. My needs are always met. The universe always provides for me. I am safe and supported. My life is full of blessings and I cherish them. I am open to receiving wealth in all forms. I welcome unexpected blessings. I receive money with gratitude and without guilt. I embrace success and the rewards it brings. I say yes to prosperity in my life. I allow good things to come to me. It is okay for me to have great abundance. I accept the gifts and opportunities that come my way. I trust the process of receiving. I feel deserving of every gift that comes to me. I believe in my ability to attract wealth. I have a millionaire mindset. I think positively about money. I release all doubts about my financial success. I trust that wealth is coming to me now. I choose abundance over fear. My mind is tuned to abundance. I see opportunities where others see obstacles. I have a healthy relationship with money. I expect and receive the best. My energy is aligned with abundance. I vibrate at the frequency of wealth. I radiate success and prosperity. I attract what I am, and I am abundant. My positive energy attracts positive results. I am in harmony with the energy of money. My high vibration brings high rewards. I feel rich, happy, and grateful now. I exude confidence and success. The universe responds to my positive vibration with more prosperity. Every day I'm growing wealthier. I make smart, confident financial decisions. I use money wisely and it multiplies. I seize opportunities that lead to wealth. I take inspired action toward my financial goals. Wealth-building ideas come to me easily. I am persistent and proactive in creating wealth. I turn my talents into income. My work is richly rewarded. I constantly learn and increase my earning power. My wealth serves the highest good. The more I have, the more I can give. My wealth blesses me and others. I use my money to live a meaningful life. I am generous, and the universe rewards my generosity. As I help others, I also prosper. Money in my hands is a force for good. I am a conduit for blessings to flow to me and through me. I live my purpose, and it brings me prosperity. Prosperity and spirituality coexist in my life harmoniously. I am confident in my financial future. I trust that great wealth is coming to me. I have unshakable faith in my prosperity. I can handle great success with grace. I am ready for the next level of abundance. I confidently step into a wealthy life. I trust myself to create and sustain wealth. My success is certain and inevitable. I am at peace with becoming extremely wealthy. I expect miracles and I receive them. Every aspect of my life is abundant. Wealth consistently flows into my life. Abundance is within me. Abundance is around me. I love money and money loves me. I handle wealth with wisdom and grace. My bank accounts overflow with money. I can afford anything I truly want. Each day brings new financial blessings. There is always more than enough for everyone. I am a success story unfolding. Great fortune is my destiny. I welcome unexpected income with open arms. I claim my right to be rich in all ways. I see evidence of abundance everywhere. Money is energy, and my energy is strong and positive. Everything I touch prospers. I celebrate the abundance in my life now. I love living in the comfort and freedom of wealth. Money flows to me like air. It is effortless and all around. The universe supports my financial freedom. Each affirmation reinforces your new reality. I am worthy of abundance. I deserve to be wealthy, and I am a wealthy person. Prosperity is my birthright. Wealth is my natural state. I am successful in all that I do. I am a powerful creator of wealth. I deeply deserve all good things. I confidently attract money into my life. I am meant to live in abundance. Money flows to me easily and freely. Wealth comes to me from expected and unexpected sources. I attract money like a magnet. Opportunities for wealth are all around me. I manifest money quickly and effortlessly. Abundance flows into my life every day. Financial opportunities come to me naturally. Making money is easy and joyful for me. My income is constantly increasing. I effortlessly attract prosperity. I am grateful for the abundance I already have. I appreciate every dollar that comes into my life. I am thankful as more and more wealth flows in. I always have more than enough. I am financially secure. I have all that I need and more. My needs are always met. The universe always provides for me. I am safe and supported. My life is full of blessings and I cherish them. I am open to receiving wealth in all forms. I welcome unexpected blessings. I receive money with gratitude and without guilt. I embrace success and the rewards it brings. I say yes to prosperity in my life. I allow good things to come to me. It is okay for me to have great abundance. I accept the gifts and opportunities that come my way. I trust the process of receiving. I feel deserving of every gift that comes to me. I believe in my ability to attract wealth. I have a millionaire mindset. I think positively about money. I release all doubts about my financial success. I trust that wealth is coming to me now. I choose abundance over fear. My mind is tuned to abundance. I see opportunities where others see obstacles. I have a healthy relationship with money. I expect and receive the best. My energy is aligned with abundance. I vibrate at the frequency of wealth. I radiate success and prosperity. I attract what I am, and I am abundant. My positive energy attracts positive results. I am in harmony with the energy of money. My high vibration brings high rewards. I feel rich, happy, and grateful now. I exude confidence and success. The universe responds to my positive vibration with more prosperity. Every day I am growing wealthier. I make smart, confident financial decisions. I use money wisely, and it multiplies. I seize opportunities that lead to wealth. I take inspired action towards my financial goals. Wealth-building ideas come to me easily. I am persistent and proactive in creating wealth. I turn my talents into income. My work is richly rewarded. I constantly learn and increase my earning power. My wealth serves the highest good. The more I have, the more I can give. My wealth blesses me and others. I use my money to live a meaningful life. I am generous, and the universe rewards my generosity. As I help others, I also prosper. Money in my hands is a force for good. I am a conduit for blessings to flow to me and through me. I live my purpose, and it brings me prosperity. Prosperity and spirituality coexist in my life harmoniously. I am confident in my financial future. I trust that great wealth is coming to me. I have unshakable faith in my prosperity. I can handle great success with grace. I am ready for the next level of abundance. I confidently step into a wealthy life. I trust myself to create and sustain wealth. My success is certain and inevitable. I am at peace with becoming extremely wealthy. I expect miracles and I receive them. Every aspect of my life is abundant. Wealth consistently flows into my life. Abundance is within me. Abundance is around me. I love money and money loves me. I handle wealth with wisdom and grace. My bank accounts overflow with money. I can afford anything I truly want. Each day brings new financial blessings. There is always more than enough for everyone. I am a success story unfolding. Great fortune is my destiny. I welcome unexpected income with open arms. I claim my right to be rich in all ways. I see evidence of abundance everywhere. Money is energy, and my energy is strong and positive. Everything I touch prospers. I celebrate the abundance in my life now. I love living in the comfort and freedom of wealth. Money flows to me like air. It is effortless and all around. The universe supports my financial freedom. I am worthy of abundance. I deserve to be wealthy, and I am a wealthy person. Prosperity is my birthright. Wealth is my natural state. I am successful in all that I do. I am a powerful creator of wealth. I deeply deserve all good things. I confidently attract money into my life. I am meant to live in abundance. Money flows to me easily and freely. Wealth comes to me from expected and unexpected sources. I attract money like a magnet. Opportunities for wealth are all around me. I manifest money quickly and effortlessly. Abundance flows into my life every day. Financial opportunities come to me naturally. Making money is easy and joyful for me. My income is constantly increasing. I effortlessly attract prosperity. I am grateful for the abundance I already have. I appreciate every dollar that comes into my life. I am thankful as more and more wealth flows in. I always have more than enough. I am financially secure. I have all that I need and more. My needs are always met. The universe always provides for me. I am safe and supported. My life is full of blessings and I cherish them. I'm open to receiving wealth in all forms. I welcome unexpected blessings. I receive money with gratitude and without guilt. I embrace success and the rewards it brings. I say yes to prosperity in my life. I allow good things to come to me. It is okay for me to have great abundance. I accept the gifts and opportunities that come my way. I trust the process of receiving. I feel deserving of every gift that comes to me. I believe in my ability to attract wealth. I have a millionaire mindset. I think positively about money. I release all doubts about my financial success. I trust that wealth is coming to me now. I choose abundance over fear. My mind is tuned to abundance. I see opportunities where others see obstacles. I have a healthy relationship with money. I expect and receive the best. My energy is aligned with abundance. I vibrate at the frequency of wealth. I radiate success and prosperity. I attract what I am, and I am abundant. My positive energy attracts positive results. I am in harmony with the energy of money. My high vibration brings high rewards. I feel rich, happy, and grateful now. I exude confidence and success. The universe responds to my positive vibration with more prosperity. Every day I am growing wealthier. I make smart, confident financial decisions. I use money wisely and it multiplies. I seize opportunities that lead to wealth. I take inspired action towards my financial goals. Wealth-building ideas come to me easily. I am persistent and proactive in creating wealth. I turn my talents into income. My work is richly rewarded. I constantly learn and increase my earning power. My wealth serves the highest good. The more I have, the more I can give. My wealth blesses me and others. I use my money to live a meaningful life. I am generous, and the universe rewards my generosity. As I help others, I also prosper. Money in my hands is a force for good. I am a conduit for blessings to flow to me and through me. I live my purpose, and it brings me prosperity. Prosperity and spirituality coexist in my life harmoniously. I am confident in my financial future. I trust that great wealth is coming to me. I have unshakable faith in my prosperity. I can handle great success with grace. I am ready for the next level of abundance. I confidently step into a wealthy life. I trust myself to create and sustain wealth. My success is certain and inevitable. I am at peace with becoming extremely wealthy. I expect miracles and I receive them. Every aspect of my life is abundant. Wealth consistently flows into my life. Abundance is within me.